Welcome back, guys. We're on episode 3. Episode 3. Man, I guess, more shocked that I've done 3 episodes. Like, I've actually sat down here for the 3rd time and just talked shit. I think that's honestly, it's an achievement for me. Like I said, whether these are being posted or not, I have no damn clue. Because I know I wanted to get a few episodes recorded, like pre-recorded, and then, like, that way I'm not on a time crunch, you know? I'm not on a time crunch, and I don't have to rush to get another episode out, because I don't want to lie to you guys. If I say a new episode's coming every Sunday or every Monday, then I want to make sure that I'm getting it out on time. So we do have a few pre-recorded episodes. But yeah, welcome back to Talking Kaka, episode 3. A lot has happened since the last episode. Yeah, a lot's happened. How has everybody been? How are you guys having a good day, a good week? Unfortunately, yes, it is like 1 a.m. at the time of recording this episode, but it is what it is. I warned you guys at the start, and we're just gonna have some fun today. There are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. Rejection therapy, throwback shows, a new show that I've been watching, and you know, just it's gonna be a talk shit session basically, as it always is. But yes, how was everybody's week? I hope it was good. If it wasn't good, I hope it gets better. But yeah, my week personally has been pretty good, pretty chill. There's not a lot happening, which I guess is better than it being a normal chaotic week, because for a few months there, especially at the end of 2024, was like such a chaotic time in my life, and I had to get on meds. I had to see I had to ask for referrals to see like psychologists. And yeah, I was in the trenches. I was in the trenches at the end of 2024. I had to take time off work. I ended up taking like 2 months off. And yeah, just trying not to unalive myself. And yeah, it was not fun. But we're back and we're feeling better. Update on the WeGovy, actually. I finished the very first pen that I got. Unfortunately, I haven't gone to get a second one. Why I haven't gone to get a second one is I am procrastinating going back to the doctor, because going to my doctor, I love my doctor, but it's always such a daunting experience, and I don't really know why. It's not him. He makes me feel so comfortable. He listens to me, but I don't know, maybe it's just like social anxiety, because I haven't been to get a haircut in like 6 months. And maybe that's a me problem. Maybe that's something I need to work on. But this hair, I cut it myself. Because if it was up to me, I would go to a hairdresser and get myself, you know, a burst fade with a nice little trim on top and like a little mullet at the back. But I can't do it. I can't. And you know what? I think I am genuinely scared of like a barbershop, and I think that is just the masculine energy that radiates out of those places. And I am not straight acting by any means. I'm not straight passing by any means. But the uncontrollable urge to act straight in a barbershop, it's wild, and I don't know why. And then I go in there and they're having conversations about like the most heterosexual shit ever, and I'm having to sit there like, yeah, bro, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. It's not me. I remember one of them, I was sitting down, he's like, yeah, your missus is gonna love this cut. I'm so fresh. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. And I never went back. But yeah, the masculine energy that radiates out of that place is daunting. It's confronting. And I've tried, like, at my current job, one of the ladies or the girls that I worked with, she is a hairdresser. And I said to her, I'm like, please cut my hair. Please. And she's like, I can't cut men's hair. I've tried. Like, every time I try and cut my boyfriend's hair, like, we always argue and it just gives me the worst anxiety. And I'm like, you know what, sis, fair enough. I'm like, you can try, you can practice on me. And she's like, I just can't do it. And I'm like, fuck, damn it. I could have had, like, a work bestie that also cuts my hair, but she just can't do it. And I'm not going to make her. O'Hare Studios on Instagram. She's just opened her own business. She's left the arcade. She has spread her wings. She's branched out. She's a business girly now, and we love to see it. So at O'Hare Studios, go and book in, get that hair laid, and yeah, go Olivia, go Zabs. But yeah, I can't. I haven't been to get a haircut in like 6 months, and you can tell I do my best, and my best being just grab a whole chunk of hair, twist it, because I see that that's what the barbers do, or the ladies do when they're doing, I just see videos and I'm like, let me just try that. I just grab a chunk, cut it, and hope for the best. So, I mean, it's working. It's not completely untamed. I would rather go to a proper professional to do it, but it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, and this is where I feel like I need to push myself out of my comfort zone, and I want to get to that point. I will get to that point. Like, obviously I've done it before, but I feel like my social anxiety, especially after the end of like 2024 when I had my like whole breakdown, my anxiety, especially my social anxiety, just shot through the roof. And yeah, I can't even go get a fucking haircut now. So that's fun. That's cute. Yeah. But I do want to slowly get out of that phase of like being scared to go anywhere or do anything unless I'm with my comfort people. And I actually was going through Facebook one day, and I was just scrolling just through all these random videos, and I saw this video of this one guy he's like, his page is dedicated to rejection therapy. Rejection therapy. I think that's what it is. And I've seen TikToks on this, but I never really understood what it was. But like, basically it's a part of a self-help guide to put yourself into situations where you will likely get rejected, so that you build a tolerance to that fear of rejection. And yeah, there's this guy, his Facebook page is literally just him trying all of these rejection therapy suggestions. Like, the very first video that I watched, he was asking a bus driver if he can pull the little lever or press the little button to open the bus doors and close them. And she let him do it. Like, he just walks in, this lady's sitting in the driver's seat, and he's like, hey, I've never pushed the button to open the bus doors, which I'm pretty sure not a lot of us have. But he was like, yeah, I've never done it before. Like, it's on my bucket list. Can I just do it? Like, can I please do it? Like, if you would let me, I'd love to. And she's like, yeah, of course. Like, you know, and then she shows him like there's like, apparently there are buttons on the outside of the doors that you push to open and close. And so he did it. And he was like, oh, but I really wanted to do it from like the driver's seat. Like, how do you do it from the driver's seat? She's like, we have buttons in there, but I can't let you in there. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But then there's other ones where like he asks a truck driver if he can like toot the horn. And that one was a little bit disappointing because he got into the driver's seat and he used like the steering wheel horn, and that's not the kind of horn I was expecting. I was thinking like the big ones, you know, when you're driving past, like if you're on a highway and you see a truck driver, you like stick your hand out the window, like, you know, to signal them to like toot their horn. That horn was what I think he was wanting to try and, you know, toot. But he's just got tons and tons of videos of him just, rejection therapy. And I remember seeing one on TikTok where I think she was an influencer though. She walks into, I think it was like a boba shop or something similar like that, but she walks in and she's like, hey, I want this drink, but is there any way that I can come behind the counter and you can show me how to make it and I can make it myself? And they let her. And it's just, it seems fun, but it also seems extremely terrifying. But I want to try it. I want to try rejection therapy. And this is such a jump from me not even being able to go and get my hair cut to wanting to try rejection therapy. Like, baby, I think I need to start at baby steps. I think I need to go and get a haircut first before I try and do rejection therapy. But the thought of it sounds exciting. And I really, at some point, would like to try it. So I would love if you guys, the listeners, can suggest some activities for me to try with rejection therapy, and I can update you guys on the next episode. But yeah, it's... I'm nervous. I'm nervous just to try it, but I think that's the whole point of the activity. Oh god. But yes, that's one thing that I watched and I was like really interested in, and I wanted to talk about it because I do at some point want to try it. What else? What else did I want to talk about? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember back in the day? Now, you youngins probably don't remember, but back in the day, MTV had the best reality shows. The best reality shows. And my friend brought it up to me yesterday. And I know some of them are memes now. Like the show Next on MTV. So it's like 5 or 6 girls on a bus and there's one guy, and like they step out of the bus and they go on a date for 60 minutes. And if they last 60 minutes, they get $60 in cash. So it's $1 every minute that they last on the date. And the funniest thing is like them walking out the bus, the guy seeing them and being like, next. Because that's how you end the date. The guy will say next. And then that's it. The date's over. And some of these girls don't even make it off the bus. And they're being told next. It's the funniest shit ever. And this was like the height of reality television. And there were shows like Next. There was Room Raiders. Oh my god. Room Raiders was so good. And I remember hearing that Zac Efron was on an episode once. And I've been trying to find it, and I can't find it. But I remember hearing the rumors that Zac Efron was on an episode of Room Raiders. And basically how Room Raiders works is there are 3 girls or guys, they get kidnapped for the show, chucked in the back of a van, and they watch as one potential suitor will go through their rooms. And then like this guy doesn't know what these girls look like. He picks the date based off of he picks the date that he wants based off of whose room he liked the best. And then they do like the reveal at the end. And I want to find the Zac Efron episode so bad. I want to watch it. And yeah, I think it was like pre-High School Musical, but yeah. And then what else is there? There was Date My Mum. Oh my god. I loved Date My Mum. That was pretty similar. Like 3 guys will go on a date with the potential suitor's mother, and she will pick... No, it's the other way around. The guy will go on a date with 3 potential suitors' mothers, and then he'll pick who he likes based off of the date with their mum. That's how it goes. And that one was brutal. Like, Next was brutal, but Date My Mum was crazy. Like, so many shady queens on there. What else was there? It was Parental Control, so it was like the parents that didn't like their child's partner, and then they would, like, the mum and the dad would each pick another potential partner for their child, and then their child would go on the date with these people. And I think the funniest part was having the parents sit down with their child's current partner and they'd watch the dates play out on TV. Funniest shit ever. And like, yes, half of this stuff was probably scripted, but I was eating it up. I was eating it up back then, and it was great. It was great. What else was there? Like the good old shows like Flavor of Love. We got the HBIC from that show, Tiffany Pollard. I love her. She's an icon. What else? Real World. That was a good one. That was literally, I think that was like one of the first reality shows. Because I think that started back in the 90s. What else? A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. Mate, that shit had me in a chokehold. And apparently Tila Tequila is like a whole full-blown Nazi now. Like the downfall of Tila Tequila needs to be studied. I think I remember she was like really popular on MySpace. And I wasn't a MySpace girly. My first social media was Facebook. I was not fucking with MySpace back then, but apparently she blew up on MySpace. And Miss Tila Tequila, man, she was making music and it was topping the MySpace charts. And then she made like a full album. And then when iTunes came out or something like that, she tried to like go mainstream and then she like completely flopped. She had her flop era. And then she went on to A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. And she was like bisexual. So the whole concept of the show was like 10 guys, 10 girls. And then like you'd go on dates. And I'm pretty sure she picked girls both seasons. Because there were 2 seasons. Was there 2 seasons? Because I know there was one. There was A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. And then there was another season called A Double Shot at Love. And it was twins. But I don't remember if Tila had a second season. I swear she did. I'm going to have to look it up. But that was great. It was very, very dramatic too. I miss reality shows back in the days. Like, they just don't hit the same now. It's oversaturated. Well, look, I can't even say it's scripted now because they were scripted 100% back then. But it was enjoyable. It was funny. And what else was there? There were so many good reality shows back then. I remember Bad Girls Club as well, which they have baddies now on the Zeus network, and I watched that, but it's just not the same. Bad Girls Club back in the day, holy shit. It was kind of like The Real World, because The Real World was basically just like 7 strangers, and they would all just move into a house, and then that was it. They'd get a job, they'd work, and then they wouldn't get along, and they'd fight, or they'd hook up. The Bad Girls Club was kind of similar in a sense that it's 7 girls, they'd all live in a house, except they were supposed to be trying to like work on their issues because they're bad girls. And then I think the show just kind of evolved into like a fight club at that point. But the fights were so iconic. If you have watched Baddies on Zeus, but you haven't watched Bad Girls Club, what the fuck are you doing? You need to go and watch Bad Girls Club. I don't know where you can find them, because I used to torrent those websites, and those episodes. But you need to find them, because that show, it was top tier. Baddies is like super crazy and wild, and like the fights are crazy, but Bad Girls Club, it had like a better structure and there was more of a storyline and the girls were just better. It was a lot more diverse as well. But yes, it was definitely, it's just as shady, like the whole production behind the scenes. Very, very shady. Like there's a whole deep dive into like just the whole production of Bad Girls Club. There's like all these deep dive videos and production secrets and all these like the dark side of Bad Girls Club. And it's genuinely interesting. Reality TV shows in general are just very interesting to me. I would love to do a reality show at some point, but I'm also scared. Like, I remember there was one point where I I was about to be on MAFS, Married at First Sight, yeah. So the way that happened was, like, I was not anywhere close to getting it, honestly. But I'll run you through what happened. Basically, I started filling out the application because me and a few friends were talking about it, and we're like, we should just apply as a joke and just make the answers like super, super dramatic. And I started filling it out, but I don't know if you guys have, I know a lot of you haven't, but if you have tried applying for a reality show, Married at First Sight is insane. Like, the application process for it is so tedious, and so long and so detailed. I gave up. I literally gave up like halfway through the application process because like they want to know everything. Like, I think when I was going through the application, from what I did fill out, like they wanted to know everything. They wanted to know my friends, my family, what my relationship was like with my parents, what's my relationship like with my family. They wanted to know what I want in a partner, what I look for in a partner, my turn-ons, my kinks, not kinks, but like what I like in a person, what my family would think about me going on the show, what my friends and family would say my best and worst qualities are. And then I got to this point and I'm just kind of like, this is way too much. Like, I was still answering them and I was making them the most insane answers. They're like, have you ever been cheated on? Have you cheated on someone? I was over it. Like, I think I got close to finishing and I just gave up. And I completely forgot about it. And then it was a few months later, right? I didn't submit because I remember like seeing, like they give you like a brief rundown of like what each page is, but it gets to the end and it's like, I remember seeing at the end that I would have had to have submitted a photo and a video. And I didn't get to that point. So these motherfuckers don't even know what I look like. And I remember, sorry guys, I moved the cord. I remember it's like a fair few months later, I had completely forgotten that I even started filling out this application. I get an email from production and they're like, hey, just like emailing you in regards to your application for Married at First Sight. We were wondering if you wanted to do like a Skype call. I'm like, what? I didn't even fill this out. Anyway, I was like, whatever. I thought it was a scam. Well, not really, but I was like, this has got to be a scam because I didn't even fill it out. And they're like, yeah, just let us know when you're free to do a Skype call, blah, blah, blah. And then she sends me like a personal email. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I remember I like Facebooked this girl's name. I didn't find anything, but I was like, I don't know. I'm so confused because I didn't submit an application. So I was just like, fuck it. Let's just do it. It'll be fun. And worst case scenario, if it's a scam, like I'm not sending them no damn money. I'm not that stupid. I replied back, I'm like, hey, yeah, sure, I am free tomorrow for a Skype call or whatever. I don't even have a Skype account. I had to make a Skype account because I think this was in like 2020. Who's using Skype? Who was using Skype at that point? Anyway, I downloaded Skype. She emailed me back like a link or like she wanted my username or something like that. So I sent her my username and yeah, she's like, yeah, what time would be good for you? I'm like, yeah, this time, whatever. So I go and like, I'm getting ready to do this interview. And see, the thing was, I won't even tell you now. I'll get into it, but I remember I was sitting there, I was waiting, I'm like, fuck, why am I nervous? Like, I don't even remember filling out the application. I don't even know why I'm nervous. It went for a long time. And I asked her, I was like, look, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even remember what I put on the application because I don't even remember finishing it. I don't even think I submitted anything, like a photo or a video. She's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, oh, so why are we here right now? And she's like, well, with the men, so apparently they get more women auditioning for the show than men. So when you when you start an application, even if you don't finish it, it will still be submitted to the producers. The more you know. And that's why I got contacted, because I had the most unhinged answers and I couldn't remember anything. I realized that you had to be 25 at the time of like the audition process. Now I was only 22 and I'm like, fuck. So apparently with Married at First Sight, you have to be 25 or over. And I'm like, well then I can't go because they want my birth certificate. They want my ID. They're going to find out I'm only 22. And yeah, so she ended up emailing me, but it took like a month. And she ended up emailing me like, hey, yeah, we're going to be doing Sydney like meets with the producers, auditions, or whatever it is. She's like, yeah, I'd love for you to come down. I honestly think if I had met with the producers, I wouldn't have gotten that far. Because I ended up seeing the cast for that following series that I was supposed to like, that I was auditioning for. It was not good. I would not, even if I did get on the show, I was not going to mesh well with any of them, and it was just going to be a mess. They're not my kind of people. So it would have been like the 2021 season. And they ended up having a bisexual groom on there, and it was like a whole storyline. So yeah, I knew why they wanted me so bad. Did I give an update on WeGovy? I think I did. Yeah, that's right, because that's how we said, we segued from one conversation to another to the point where I didn't even finish my initial story. I haven't gone back to get on WeGovy to get my next pen because I'm just having anxiety. I've been procrastinating. I don't want to go back. But I do need to go back because if I don't, I'm going to have to start back on the lowest dosage to get my body used to it. I'm coming close to needing the next needle. So, like, the pen is 4 weeks of shots. I just had my final one a few days ago, so I'm going to need it soon. But I don't know, man. I personally don't feel like it's working. I do have more energy, but in terms of, like, actual weight loss, I'm not checking the numbers on a scale because we know why I don't want to do that. But maybe I was talking to a friend and she suggested maybe just have the doctor weigh me like every time I go in there to see if it's even working. So I might do that. I just got to get my ass to the doctor. But that's just, it's going to take a lot out of me to go to the doctor again. But yes. Look, for the side effects that I'm having, it's bearable. I would like to try it again. So I'm hoping, even if I do skip this next week for my shot, I'm hoping if I go back, he will still give me the higher dosage. I feel like the lower dosages, it's just to get your body used to the medication. I'm hoping I'm able to like go up to a higher dosage. We will see. But that's the update on WeGovy. I'm nervous. I'm hoping it's not higher dosage, worse side effects. Because, girl, the diarrhea is enough. The diarrhea is enough to last me a lifetime, honestly. It's so bad. That shit is just fucking dripping out like a leaky faucet, bro. Like a leaky tap. Like someone's running a bath. That's what it feels like sometimes. Skinny hurts. Skinny hurts, and that's why I'm in pain right now. But I remember hearing that the side effects were only supposed to last a couple weeks, and it's been a month. So somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, so I am going to see someone tomorrow. I'm breaking my celibacy again. We love to see it, right? I look, like I said, if I've met these people before, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. I'm still celibate. I'm so fucking delusional. Anyway, I have met this guy before. It was about 3 years ago. He's a flight attendant. And we had a lot of chemistry, we did. But unfortunately, him being a flight attendant, he actually lives in Queensland. And yeah. We met, I think, twice. Because I think he would be in Sydney during a layover, I think is what the term is. I can't remember. I don't fly. I've never left Australia. I think it's a layover, but he was here for like over a couple nights or a night. And he would message me. I think we matched on Tinder. And he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I'm here for the night. Like, I'm staying at this hotel. Like, do you want to come over for a bit?" And we did that, I think, 2 or 3 times over like I think a 6-month period. But we had a lot of chemistry. I was very attracted to him. But yes, he did live in Queensland. So I did kind of ghost him. And then we didn't speak for a couple years. And then I seen him again on Tinder again. And we rematched. And yeah, this is the first time that we're talking since he's moved to Sydney. Like I said, he's still a fair distance away, but he's a lot closer now. And I don't know, do I want a relationship? I don't know. I really don't. But I'm going to meet him tomorrow and we're going to find out. We'll see how that goes. And I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I don't know what the plan is tomorrow. I know we're obviously going to do the ditty and the dirty, but he wants me to come earlier in the morning. And I don't know if that's because he wants to kind of hang out through the day, because he's not due back at work until Tuesday. Neither am I. And he even suggested me staying the night. And I was like, I can't do that because I got work in the morning. Well, not in the morning, but in the afternoon. But like, I need my me time before I go to work, and I can't do that if I'm going straight to work from yours, because I don't get my me time. So, but yeah, he did suggest me staying the night, and I don't know. He's very sexually attractive. I'm very sexually attracted to him. We do have chemistry, but I don't know. I don't know if I think it's a me problem. I don't know how I feel about getting in a relationship right now. But I'm like 27. I'm still young, but I'm getting to the point when now, like, I should probably start looking to settle down. I mean, everyone around me is like, they're my age and they're like, they've got kids, they're getting married, they're buying houses. It's not for me right now. Obviously, like, the dating pool for me is already hard as a gay man, so I should probably jump at the opportunity for a relationship, but I don't know, it's just not what I don't know if that's what I want right now. So it's gonna be interesting, and I'll have to keep you guys updated in the next episode, because we are hanging out tomorrow. Yeah, today technically. And he wants to meet up early in the morning, so I'm going to have to fucking finish this podcast, go the fuck to sleep, wake up, and I'm going to have to train it. Because he's just that far, it's just better to train it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to spend like an hour on the train to get to him. And, yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, Mr. Flight Attendant. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervy. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we should like do something else tomorrow or if we should like, because the thing about me is a lot of the gay men that I have like met up with, and I'm pretty sure a lot of gay men can understand. It's like you can meet someone and you guys can have like a summer romance level connection. Like the sexual chemistry's there, the attraction's there. Like you guys can kiss and cuddle, and you guys could be out on a beach. Like you guys could be ready to like move in. Like that's how close and personal you feel with someone at the time. And then you guys go your separate ways, and then it's a ghost town on both sides. And look, this might happen with the straighties as well. I mean, it probably does. I feel like it does. But like, as a gay man, I don't know. It's very common for me. But it's honestly just so crazy to think about. Like, I remember, I met up with a guy. We hooked up, but it was like we had so much chemistry. We were like, it was amazing. Like we cuddled all night, we kissed, we woke up, got breakfast, hung out all day. Like just, it was like, I felt like this is what it feels like to be in a relationship because I haven't ever had one before. I was like, this is what it would feel like. And I'm like, I can't wait to see him again. And then we went our separate ways and I just never thought of him again. And it was the same to him. Like, we just never spoke to each other again. Like, we still follow each other on, like, the socials. But we just never spoke again. I never messaged him. He never messaged me. We never planned that second date that we talked about the whole time we were together. And it's just weird. Like, it's just this weird detachment style that we have where I don't know. I can't see myself getting close with someone to that point of where I can genuinely be in a relationship with them. And maybe that's just something I need to work on, but it's very, very strange how I can go from like feeling like I'm in a relationship with this person, just hanging out with them for the first time. And it's like the honeymoon phase. Just, yeah. And then we're strangers again. I don't know, man. I can't verbalize it, but it's so weird. And it's happened far too many times. It's strange, and I don't get it. It's this weird phenomenon that I need some explanation on. So if you know what the fuck this is, just, I don't know, talk to me about it because I'm lost. But how long have we been recording? Okay, cool. But it's so strange. And I get that not everyone has this like same experiences, but I feel like it's pretty common because I don't know why, but I feel like it's a common thing. Let me know, gay men. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is this relatable to you in any way? Because it is for me. Like, so yeah, I'm very unsure of whether I want a relationship right now. But I don't really know what I want right now. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But yes, I think we've come to the end of the episode. Like I said, guys, message me with some rejection therapy tasks that I can do, and we can talk about it in the next episode. Hopefully by this point I have gotten a haircut, and you will know because I'll have the burst fade on the side with a little trim at the top. But yeah, just, I don't know, not nothing too crazy. Not nothing too crazy. I want to start off small, and then maybe, if it does help me, like people are claiming it's helping them, then we'll level up. We'll level up and we'll do something more. But for now, something small, something not too crazy, not too outlandish. But I do want to try it, and I think it'd be fun. So hit me with them suggestions at Talking Kaka on Instagram, and yeah, keep coming with more suggestions of things to talk about in future episodes, and we'll get there at some point. But this has been Talking Kaka with Carlu. Have a good day. Have a good night. Whenever you're watching this, goodbye.